But the Castlevania fan in me is just like, well, yeah, there should be more, but how?
I think that this is a good segue into our season 3 predictions and
Yeah.
possible concerns.
Definitely. Like, if I think anything, they should go back. Because
You know
I need
what?
to know what's happening with Matthias and Leon. Because I'll tell you right now, the Matthias I know is a dick. And he deserves this, if that's the same Dracula. This is just karma coming back to bite him.
Exactly.
Because he was a manipulative prick
think-
that drugged Ronaldo and Leon, Sarah, Walter, manipulated everyone just to become just to rival God.
Yeah.
That's it. It was a power struggle.
And it's very obvious that that's not the Dracula we have.
That can't be.
So, my mindset is this. Okay, we have some dangling plot threads from this season.
Yes.
Okay, I think those need to be continued.
Yes.
Okay, I think you're absolutely right. We do need to take this back. Because if Leon exists, if
Yes.
his story happened, let's say in theory that, yeah, that is where the Dracula story starts in this version of Castlevania. If that's the case,
Yeah.
let's see that.
Yeah.
Let's see that story. Let's see that brothership, that camaraderie deteriorate.
It needs to be seen. I
We
need to
need
feel
to
that these are
see
like
that.
borderline brothers, best friends. Because you kind of accept it in the game.
Yeah.
But it's not there.
It's not a fantastic. It's not Shakespeare.
No.
Okay.
It tries to be.
It tries.
It shouts like it is.
But it's not. And I think that's an important distinction to make. That, you know, I think after 2 seasons we've learned that this, and I keep saying it, this is a different take on Castlevania.
Yeah, and I know that, and I accept that.
But we need to see that story. We need to
Yes.
see where Dracula comes from.
I'm more concerned with that story and more wanting of that than the Symphony of the Night. Because I feel like we did half of Symphony of the Night. Especially the important beats.
Well, you know what I
To
think
where
that-
you
that's
can't
the
play
big
those
thing.
beats
Like,
again with, like, what are Lisa's last words. I'm just like, well, you kind of had a moment with your son in the class.
We played.
You
this
can't
up.
do that
and
again.
I think they've used the influence of Symphony of the Night that they're possibly going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if anything, I mean, this is a crazy off the wall idea. I
Okay.
mean, this is real crazy, but we don't know what's going to happen to Alucard now that he needs to be curator of this castle and this library.
Okay.
Like if season 3 is going to be, and we haven't talked about this yet, but let's say season 3 is Trevor and Sypha go after Carmilla and Hector.
I think that would be...
Let's say that's the next.
Isaac could be like another threat as well, because he has his
Exactly.
army.
So let's say
that could be enough for a season right there.
that's enough material for season 3 right
Yeah.
there. So let's say that's season 3. Season 4. Maybe we take a break from the Trevor storyline and we go back and tell the
Lament-
Leon story.
Lament of Innocence, which
Let's-
I think would be smart.
Let's tell that
Because
story season.
It's a good way to bring Dracula back, but he still has his perfect death.
He has that
We're
perfect
going
death.
backwards.
We have that perfect death, that perfect conclusion, but we can still have Dracula in the story.
Yeah.
Okay, so we take care of the plot threads from season 2 and season 3 with Carmilla
Yeah.
and Isaac as well. In season 4, we go back. We have Dracula come back.
Yeah.
And we tell the Leon story.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in my mind, season 5, we have it's further in the future. And the idea that I have in my head, this is crazy off the wall,
Go for
but
it.
you have Alucard alone, by himself, brooding, self-reflecting,
Yeah.
hating himself. What if Alucard becomes the villain in season 5?
I don't know. I don't think the
Crazy
fans
off
would
the
accept
wall.
that without a huge protest.
And the reason why I say this specifically, because we talked about, like, how do you have Dracula come back after you've built him up as a tragic character?
Yeah.
You know, you can't have him keep resurrecting every 100 years or whenever a dark priest decides, hey, wake up!
Yeah.
Wake up, it's
he's a
time to
different
destroy.
character,
And then have
and he'll
more
be
Belmonts
undermined.
show up again and again and
You
again.
can't
and
do
again.
the sympathetic death again, because you did that.
You did it already, and it kind of undermines the story you told for him in these 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
Yeah.
And this was something that I read. Adi Shankar talked about various games that he'd like to take elements from.
Okay.
One of them he mentioned was my personal favorite, Aria of Sorrow.
That would actually be a nice approach because Dracula is dead and people are glorifying his powers, not necessarily him.
That's
And who is actually Dracula in that game?
Exactly.
The main character.
Soma.
So you think Alicado is going to be like more of a villainous figure to build up into the events of Aria of Sorrow, where it's Scram?
Yeah.
Okay, so stuff like that. That would be interesting.
That's my idea. That's my hot take on it, because that'll be a way that you can still pluck elements from the games like they clearly did here, while still telling their own story, and it would still be conducive to what we saw in these 2 seasons.
Yeah, I'd be very on board with that. Because, like, you cannot undermine a scene as powerful as, like, what we just saw, a send-off to a villain.
Exactly.
That would be like bringing back Darth Vader in a future Star Wars movie.
It wouldn't make any sense now.
Terminator ends at 2, Star Wars ends at Jedi. These are just the things that I like.
I think there's a balancing act. There is a very big balancing act. That...
But I think Dracula needs to take a nap for at least season 3.
I don't think he'll show up, and honestly, like, so this isn't so much a season 3 prediction, so much as it is season 3, 4, 5, and whatever else.
The future of the Castlevania
The future
series.
of Castlevania.
Because now Adi Shankar definitely wants to do more video game adaptations. He's eyeballing Zelda. He's thinking about Metroid.
I heard that rumor that possibly Zelda was going to be a thing.
Yeah, he's eyeballing Zelda. He's thought of Metroid a couple times.
He is doing Assassin's Creed.
He is doing it. That's official.
They tapped him for that.
Okay.
They definitely got renewed for season 3 of Castlevania. It's going to be 10 episodes instead of 8.
Yep.
So we definitely know we're at least getting season 3. So, but I mean, I think as a showrunner, like, he's definitely got a passion and an understanding of these projects. That
and he knows video games.
He knows video games.
So I think we're in good hands with him. And I hope he spreads the seeds for future directors and creators to, like, take notes and do that. Like, all right, it's time for some interaction with our audience. What are some video game adaptations you'd like to see as a Netflix show? Let's throw that out there. Let's see what people really want. What do they want to see as, like, the next big Netflix show? Zelda, Metroid. Do we want to go, like, maybe let's try Final Fantasy again? Kingdom Hearts? Like, who knows?
You know what? Personally, I would love to see a Zelda.
Zelda would be interesting.
Very interesting.
I'd
love to see a Zelda. I've always wanted a Metroid movie.
Metroid would be cool.
I mean, technically we have
You just need a lot more characters, and that's a whole other topic, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that's a whole other... We're talking Castlevania.
Because, like, the thing about Castlevania is, like, it's very easy to make those characters. Nintendo's characters are a whole different topic. Because they've been around for so long. And they've been pretty much the same character. They're not a family. And they are clearly their own thing. So that's just something that... Good luck!
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. What the hell happens there.
But on that note, this was an excellent video game adaptation. I'm glad that it's considered like one of the best video game adaptations of all time. And I forget if it was Ellis or Shankar who said, next season, I'm going for the Emmy.
Shankar said that. Yeah, I read that. And you know what? That's some good balls.
Good for him.
Good for him. Because honestly, this year, everything that's come out this year, this has been a huge highlight for me.
Absolutely.
More than anything else that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't think much else has come out that has really been...
I'd say this would borderline eclipse Infinity War.
For me, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give like an Infinity War this much. It has taken a lot for me to get back into a theater to see a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Infinity War did it, but that was always going to be a given.
Okay.
But even then, it's just like, out of everything that came out this year, this has been the thing that has had me more excited than anything else. And I look forward very much to seeing where they go from here.
So do I.
You know, I would love to see, you know, what elements of the games that they keep pulling and what
And
they
like,
don't.
because this is a success, I very much look forward to what video games are next.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I will end with that.
I think that's a good place to end. Where do you think Castlevania will go, and what series would you like to see being adapted?
Comment below and let us know, and we'll see you guys next time.